Hello and welcome to the day ahead. It's Tuesday, the 8th of November. I'm Andrew Gagan. Well, global equity markets rose overnight, European shares reaching their highest level in almost 2 months. Trading was choppy on Wall Street, with investors taking a cautious approach ahead of the US midterm elections on Tuesday. And shares in Meta jumped on a report that the company is planning to begin large-scale layoffs this week. The stock is down more than 70% so far this year. Apple fell, with the company saying it expects lower shipments of its premium iPhone 14 models than previously forecast. And Digital World Acquisition Corp surged 44%, in fact up 66%, after that's on hints that former President Donald Trump will run again in 2024. The firm has agreed to take social media startup Trump Media and Technology Group public. Walgreens Boots Alliance gained after VillageMD, a primary care provider backed by the pharmacy chain, said it will acquire Summit Health in a deal valued at nearly $9 billion. Well, in the US, the focus is on the midterm elections on Tuesday. President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump are holding competing rallies in an effort to mobilise voters. Democrats fear they could lose control of both houses of Congress as voters express their frustration over the rising cost of living. Should that eventuate, Joe Biden's legislative agenda would end. If Republicans secure both houses, it's expected they'll use the federal debt ceiling as leverage to demand that President Biden accept deep spending cuts. And in US economic data, consumer credit rose by $25 billion in September, below the $30 billion forecast. Elsewhere, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand Governor Adrian Orr has been reappointed for another 5-year term beginning in March next year. He's recently presided over 8 rate hikes in 12 months, taking the cash rate to 3.5%, a 7-year high. Well, the yield on the 2-year US note, which typically moves in step with rate expectations, rose by 8 basis points to 4.73%, while the 10-year was up to 4.2%. And the US dollar has fallen against most major currencies as investors embrace hopes the US economy is slowing enough to allow the Fed to ease the pace of its interest rate hikes. And China reaffirming its zero COVID policy, which saw the Aussie dollar fall as much as 1% yesterday, having climbed almost 3% on Friday, the largest surge in a decade. It has since found some support above 64 cents, currently 64.8. In the local share market, it is set to open higher. ASX futures up 0.4%. In the commodities complex, oil prices edged lower, having risen earlier to a 2-month high as investors consider the mixed signals from China over the possibility it could end COVID restrictions. Iron ore futures rose 2.3%. Base metal prices were mixed, copper falling more than 2%. And gold prices have steadied, having hit a 3-week peak in the previous session as the US dollar weakens. Bitcoin, that's fallen below 21,000 US dollars, leading a broader trend lower on the crypto market. Well, on the data front today, we get the NAB Business Survey, plus ANZ Roy Morgan Consumer Confidence and the CommBank Household Spending Intentions. That is your day ahead. We'll see you again tomorrow.